folks, welcome to Lex IAS Academy. In this video, we'll be discussing a current affair topic presented to you by faculty Sushma KP. So what is the topic that we will be looking into? How are the rising COVID cases causing a rush at the OPDs in the Indian hospitals? In this video, we will be seeing as to why is it important, how is relevant to your UPSC. For example, it is very much the core of your GS paper 1 with respect to GS paper 3. See, if you see in the past previous year papers, GS paper 1 we have also seen questions coming from society as to how the people living in the tribal areas were able to not get that much exposed because of your pandemics, and your concepts of traditional digital knowledge library started coming up. We also have seen questions which have come about your complex gut microflora, so GS3, understanding. So we will be discussing those things. Now, look at this. Outpatient departments at Indian hospitals are seeing a 3-time rise in footfalls in the past 10 days. Doctors attribute this to the COVID surge in the country. As of Monday, the country has had a total of 3,961 active cases, from your Delhi recording the highest single day rise of 47 cases. Understanding? What exactly is happening now? Like, as if things that are happening now aren't enough, with wars happening, your Russia Ukraine war on one side, your Israel Hamas war on one, the escalation of tensions with your India Pakistan on one side, Bangladesh is again trying to get closer towards your China. So almost everywhere we see there are turmoils. So amidst all of this, we also have one more issue to worry about, that is your COVID pandemic aftermath. See, we've been in COVID, we've also been in the aftermath of COVID. Now we are seeing the COVID cases increasing, variants of COVID increasing. At the same point of time, people are also worried. Worried as in for what? They're worried as to what if again if we go back to the lockdown phase? What if again we will have shortage of beds? What if this is again another new thing? So this worry and panic is seen among the masses. Now we will together decode as to what the experts are claiming. Is it as true that is COVID cases now increasing a big headache? Should India be concerned? Or if so, what are the measures that India and Indians are supposed to take? Understanding? We will be deciphering in this video. Now look at this. So there have been considerable COVID related deaths. Active COVID cases are 3,961 at present. There's a 15-fold increase in the COVID cases just in the last 15 days. If you see, these new variants of COVID started largely in your southern states. Now it has also gone to your northern and western states. Look at this. A rapid increase to the emergence of new, more transmissible Omicron subvariants. So, what are the new subvariants? NB181 and NF7. These are the new variants which are in rapid increase. Understanding? If you see how the cases are, Kerala is in the first position with the most number of cases. As of now, it is 1,435 cases. Maharashtra is with 506 cases. Delhi is in the third position with 483 cases. Gujarat is in the fourth place with 338 cases. West Bengal with 331 cases, and Karnataka with 253 cases. Tamil Nadu has 189 and Uttar Pradesh has 157 cases. So in this, what we are seeing is there is considerable increase in cases. Now see, from 19 May to 2nd June, okay, so almost within a span of 10 days, if you see, it started from 257, now it is at 3,961. This is a cause of concern. People, now if you see, majority hospitals pay, doctors are claiming that Patients are voluntarily coming to the hospital to get them checked out. The OPDs are now getting filled because people are automatically coming with symptoms. What symptoms are they coming with? Cold, fever, fatigue, dizziness, etc. The body ache, the same typical ones that we all knew during your pandemic time. But alongside this, there is also this concept of increased dysentery, where 1 or 2 days they're having dysentery, they're taking self medication, they're coming to the hospitals. So, for which the doctors have held that, you see, this COVID variants, right now it is established that the SARS COVID variant, that is, it is now to be treated like another respiratory virus. It is also having a different variants and it is also undergoing lot of changes. This is to be now considered like another flu like symptoms or another flu kind of thing, that it is nothing but a respiratory virus which is also undergoing changes. That is what is in the name of this new variants. And this variants, when mixed with our gut flora, is producing this. That is your dysentery. This is the new addition of symptom to the list. Understanding? So now we said with the increasing cases, it is increasing at a very larger level. See, if in 10 days, 257 to 3,961 cases is something of a concern. Now, how exactly are your health officials, etc., thinking? See, does it mean should we again go into lockdown? Okay, does it mean should we again go into lockdown? Does it mean we have to quarantine? So, does this all make a comeback? First and foremost, if you see many states where active cases are increasing, let's take Karnataka for example. Karnataka government has also issued notifications telling the parents that if your child has any symptoms of cold, fever, body ache, anything, do not send the children to the school until and unless they are recovered. Second thing, they've also told the school authorities that grant leave to the children if it is on this basis. Again, if the teachers are again having any of these symptoms, etc., try to make sure as much as possible that this doesn't spread. What they are currently trying to do is arrest the number and not let it spread. First thing. Second thing, they are also taking good amount of precautions so as to make sure that many hospitals, be it with respect to West Bengal, Karnataka, everywhere, they are trying to make sure the places are clean, sanitized. Understanding? The public places, so for example, your hospitals, bed availability is there, your PPP kits are there. Understanding? Prepare for the worst. See, now especially India in this geopolitical climate cannot feel like yes it is, we have dealt with it before, we can deal with it again. No, we do not have that privilege. But at the same point of time, that doesn't mean we have to panic, stress and then worry about it. No, we have to take a cautious approach where we have to do the necessary preparations on one side, and at the same point of time not panic and not let the masses panic. Once the masses panic, what do you think is going to happen? First and foremost, the worry and panic over the beds will start. Second thing is, in the fear of where lockdown might be imposed, people will start hoarding goods, which will create a shortage in the supply, which will create a demand even when it should not have been there. So your scenario of economy, life disruption will be started because of this panic. That is not needed. That much is not needed. Like your doctors are telling, you have to now treat it like another flu virus or another virus which causes respiratory illness, like as of now. But at the same point of time, necessary precautions have also be to be taken. Understanding? Now, how exactly or what exactly the necessary precautions they are trying to take? Your ICMR director, Dr. Rajiv Bal, has also held that, see, as of now, when asked, is the situation now serious or severe? He is telling, yes, cases are increasing. But that doesn't mean we are in some serious issue that we have to panic and then have to make sure that we have to bring in everything, we have to hold another lockdown. No, no such things will happen. Just take necessary precautions. If you find those symptoms, you again, like we're telling, the OPDs are getting filled up, right? So these are in the cases of manageable. They are not in severe category. Understanding? Yes, active cases are increasing, but they are in the manageable symptoms. Even the symptoms that is coming, it is in the manageable level, not in the severe category. We just have to take necessary precautions and that would do it. And how they are monitoring the situation as to how it is going ahead, how the cases are, etc., is through your integrated disease surveillance program. You're monitoring the data. What is this integrated disease surveillance program? First and foremost, this was started with assistance from World Bank, and also it is more of a decentralized approach, which means you will bring in a lot of stakeholders inside. That is, when we say decentralized, you will bring in districts, you will bring in state, you will bring in center, okay, to make sure that disease surveillance, the name itself tells, yes, what is it? IT enabled disease surveillance system for epidemic prone diseases. And to respond to it, you have rapid response teams. Understanding? It is a state based surveillance program launched with the World Bank assistance in 2004 by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Understanding? This is with regard to your integrated disease surveillance program. Now, if you see the 4 new variants which are causing all this and rapidly spreading, these variants were initially detected in the southern states and now it has started spreading around to your northern and western. What are those? LF7 series, XFG series, JN1 series, NB181 series in the same order. Understanding? Now, if we see with regarding to the OPD admissions in the hospitals, first and foremost, like we mentioned, there is a 3 to 4 time increase in the footfalls in just the OPD. People are voluntarily coming and getting themselves checked in because they are seeing the symptoms. Again, based on the symptoms, the hospitals have also, from various of these places, have held that yes, with the death cases also coming in and also active cases increasing day by day, there has not been yet a surge for need for increased ICU beds, and your hospitals in states, for example, like I mentioned, Karnataka, all of these are trying to include so as to necessary kits, PPE kits, sanitizers, and your hospital beds, etc. availability are checked up. Understanding, and also they are trying to make sure in arresting the cases, and the symptoms that we discussed in previous conditions are again still in the manageable level, and even now the condition is still in manageable level and do not have to panic. Understanding? Now, if you see with respect to the symptoms, it is the same the symptoms as we saw prior when we were in the COVID phase, but one new addition is your dysentery also. With respect to your World Health Organization, Soumya Swaminathan, former chief scientist at the World Health Organization, has also held the same thing, that the cases are yet at the manageable level. There is no need for panic among the masses. So, on the whole, yes, the cases are increasing. What are we supposed to do? We are to take necessary precautions. If we do find those symptoms, we have to isolate, self isolate ourselves, and make sure that we do not go into open spaces, so which will be a transmission ground. Another thing is, we will consider the COVID or SARS-CoV-2 as your nothing but another respiratory virus which does not need to have any mass panic at this point of time. Understanding? With this, we've come to the end of the content. If you like our content, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, share it along with your friends. Thank you.